Add and subtract several integers. Example 1. Oliver is tracking the miles he ran over the past few months. If he ran the following: 18 miles, 36 miles, 38 miles, and 44 miles, how many total miles has he ran in the past 4 months? So let's go ahead and list out all of these. So we'll go 18, 36, 38, and 44. Notice we're lining up the ones together and then the tens together, and that's all we have in this. So we can just go ahead and start adding. So 8 plus 6, well, that would be 14, plus another 8 would be 22, plus 4 is 26. So we put a 6 below, carry the 2 to the 10 spot. So we have 2 plus 1, so that's 3. Plus this 3, that would be 6. Plus this 3, which would be 9. And then plus 4 is 13. So how many miles has he ran? Well, he's ran 136 miles. Now, let's go ahead and look at the next example. Example 2, we have -5 plus -1 minus -5 minus 3 plus 7. So we're just going to work left to right. So we can just rewrite this. So the first thing I would do is I would just start right on the far left and just do the first two together. So we have -5 plus -1. So that's just adding two negative numbers together. So that would be equal to, right, 5 plus 1, which would be 6, but we keep the sign, which is negative. So we have -6. Then we have the following. We can just write. And then I would just go ahead and do the next two together. So we have a -6 minus -5. So really this minus and the minus sign actually just becomes positive, right? The two together make it positive. So we really have -6 plus 5. So we're just becoming less negative. So we just have -1. And then we'd write -3 plus 7. And then we would just, right, kind of continue to do the next thing, right? The next two. -1, -3. So that's -4, right? And then we just have plus 7. So our last operation are just these two. So we have -4 plus 7, right? Or we can rewrite it as 7 minus 4, and that's just 3. So let's go ahead and look at the last example. So example 3. We have 7 minus -4 plus -8 minus 6 minus 2. So we're going to do the first two together. We have 7 minus -4. So once again, this negative sign next to each other, just make it positive. So we really have 7 plus 4. So that would be equal to 11. Then we're going to write the rest of this, right? So we have plus -8 minus 6 minus 2. Well, 11 plus -8 is really just write 11 minus 8. Right, if we were to do these two. So that would be equal to 3. And then we have -6 minus 2. So 3 minus 6, well, that would just be, right, -3. Right, we go down to the negatives as we go 3 minus 6. Then we just need to add this part. So we have -2. So we have -3 minus 2. Well, that would just be equal to -5. Right, because we're just going to go ahead and add those two negative numbers together. So 3 plus 2, because they're both negative, and just keep the sign, right? It's just -5.